Hi everybody. Tonight I'm going to be doing soft spoken, so here's my voice. You haven't heard it in quite some time. I think that, well, you might have seen it like on my normal videos on my other channel, but I'm doing this in soft spoken. The last time I did this was June 11th of 2020, and this is in honor of Lemonshatter. He's my second member of my channel, and I googled what is Lemonshatter. I thought maybe it's something that I just don't know what it is, so I googled it, and this is what I saw. So I thought, well, maybe you do shatter. So for those of you who don't know, that shatter is like a form of CBD or marijuana. You can smoke it, you can vape it, you can eat it, you can also have you can also do shatter. And I think it smokes. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know. Sorry, Lemonshatter, I don't know what it does. I don't know how you do it, but I think you put it in some sort of like mechanism, like a vaporizer. I think it's somewhat like vaping. I could be wrong. Maybe somebody can educate me in the comments. But anyway, so when we were asking back and forth, I said, "What do you want me to do?" He said he wanted me to do soft spoken, and so I told him I would, and he said just like the one that you did before. And I thought, I didn't even remember doing it, and it was like it was a year and a half ago, and I went back and watched it, and I was able to find these same glasses that I wore in that video, and then my little the salt light was in the video. It was a little bit darker, but at any rate, I just tried to get a little bit of that same vibe going. But oddly enough, I watched that video tonight, and I talked kind of about what I talked about last night, which was what Wayne had asked me to talk about, was the past, and past struggles primarily. He wasn't specific whether it was for people, for society as a whole, or just me, so I kind of did a little bit of both. But I asked Lemonshatter, what do you want me to talk about? The only way I communicate is through my comment section with them, and I said, what would you like me to do? Because I want to do a video in honor of you being my second member. And he said, do the soft spoken. You've done, reference that video. And then I said, well, what topic would you want me to talk about? And he never replied back. So I thought, okay, I'll pick it out. And so I figured what I would do is, my thought is that if Lemonshatter is referencing Lemonshatter like what I think it is, then he probably likes to chill out and just maybe do his Lemonshatter. And I have done it, and I know what it does and how it made me feel, and I liked it. Like, if I could do anything like drinking or smoking weed or eating edibles that are edible marijuanas, I would pick marijuana. Like, if I had a kid and my kid was gonna drink or do cocaine or do heroin or do marijuana edibles, there wouldn't even be a question what I would want him to do, because I know what it does and how I really don't want to be aggressive. I don't want to rob banks. I don't want to rob from people. I don't want to speed. I just want to be normal. It really just puts me in a frame of mind. Like, it definitely is a change of state. So, like, you're going throughout your normal day and everything is just similar. You're working, you're interacting with society, and you're going to the grocery, you're driving your car. Everything is just a similar state, and it's like, whenever I would do that, it would like take me to just like I could still do everything the same. Like it didn't inhibit my driving. I didn't get like I know like in shows you're like they show these like passing out and stuff. That never happened to me. I never got like out of hand. It never made me feel out of control. In fact, if anything, I felt hypersensitive to everything, like more focused on whatever I was needing to do. Like if I was driving, I was like, be careful, go the speed limit, do everything right, because people call it paranoia, but I think it's like your brain telling you exactly what needs to be done. And maybe it's because you feel like it's a voice telling you that. Maybe it causes that paranoia feeling, I don't know, but I didn't really experience that too much either, unless that's the paranoia. But I didn't not like that part. I liked that it made me aware, and I also liked that it made me more philosophical. Like it made me want to think about deeper subjects than just sports games or video games or just Hollywood movie stars, what's the gossip of the celebrities and just stuff like that that's just like distracting in our lives, that really just it keeps those people rich and keeps everybody else poor. It's just sad. Like I've always looked at a football stadium as like a funnel, and everybody pays to get into the place, and then all the money just trickles down and all goes down to the field where the players are. And rightfully so. They're playing, you're paying to see them. But the prices, a family can't, there used to be a day a family could go, a family 3 or 4 kids and mom and dad go to a baseball game. It costs a fortune to do something like that today, where it's not the American pastime anymore. It's more, it's an upper class pastime. But just getting back to the marijuana and what it does, and just thinking more philosophically and not, wanting to have deep conversations about, is there an afterlife, and is there a God, and how can we fix society, and that's what it did to me. And now people might say, well, that's kind of what you talk about, Derek. And I'm like, well, maybe it took me to that place, and I just like being it, and maybe I do it every now and again. I'll never tell what's current. I live in Indiana, and it is illegal in Indiana, so I admit to doing a past crime, but not to doing a current crime. And the states bordering my state, so Michigan is above me and Illinois is to the west of me, and both of those states are legal, and I'm close to both of them, so it's easy to get. And like Indianapolis, the city of Indianapolis, Marion County, has elected, even though it's illegal, they're not going to prosecute possession crimes. So if you get caught and you're just like, you're smoking marijuana, they wouldn't arrest you for that. But if you're selling it, then they would do something. Then you're going to jail. But, excuse me, let me get a drink. It's easier to do whisper than soft-spoken. Soft-spoken is harder on the throat. Okay, I'm back. And I almost forgot to go back to soft-spoken, but here I'm back. There, soft-spoken. So, anyway, I thought I'd talk about my past history at that, let you guys get to know me a little bit better, and, I don't know, people might have a bad opinion. No, I'm not encouraging people to, do it and drive, because it's, even I think in states where it's legal, it's against the law to do that, and so I'm just telling you my experience with it. seem to affect my driving. But anymore, if I were to do it now, if I were to do it, I would only want to do it at home. I would never want to go out in public. I just would only just like want to just be philosophical. Maybe, what would be optimum is just having a friend here so that we would both do it, and then we would just philosophize about life and have deep conversation. People that are really wise. Like most of my friends are older. Like my very best friend is 80 years old. He's an attorney. He doesn't like go to courtrooms anymore, but he still does practice law. Just a really neat individual and great human being. But anyway, I am thinking about doing. I think I'm gonna have to resort to just whispering through the rest of it because I'm like losing my voice, and like I either talk or whisper. I can't do in the middle, and the soft-spoken is the middle. And I don't know. I didn't watch the whole video that I turned to today, but I don't know if it is if I finish it all the way through soft-spoken. But man, I'm sorry, Lemonshatter. I messed up Wayne's video last night in the beginning. I didn't, but Max did. This is Max laying right back there. I know most of you that watch my channel, you guys all know he's probably laying back there all the time, and Agnes and Vivian always are on the bed. But somebody is watching this for the very first time, probably. I'm slowly getting new subscribers, but sometimes that's somebody's first time. So when they say, "What is that in the background?" that's Max. He's a chocolate lab. But last night at the start of the video that I made in honor of Wayne, and like you can hear one of them sniffing right now. See, right on cue. That's Agnes, like blowing her nose or something. But Max was cleaning himself, and he was like making these unbelievable licking noises, just kind of like that. One of them just made a licking noise, but he was cleaning himself, and it was just going on and on and on and on, and like I felt like it messed me up my whole video because I was so devastated that I was making this video for Wayne, and he was like such a an early subscriber, just like Lemonshatter, and I was doing something specifically with him in mind, just showing my appreciation because they did that, and Max, and I didn't have time to stop and keep going. I had waited and waited and waited and waited, and I was trying to get everything set up because I was doing ear to ear, and I had to move everything around, and I had to get a tripod out and everything to arrange it. So it was just like, I don't know, it just messed up the mood. So Wayne, I'm sorry, it wasn't the video I wanted to make for you, but Lemonshatter, I think this one is turning out pretty good. I felt pretty good about this one, even though I couldn't do soft-spoken all the way through. Sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of variety, even though there's certain things that do tend to cause me more tingles, like the pops. Oh, not that, not my throat noises. But it's just interesting. I think one day eventually, I hate to even bring this up, but eventually, you guys will see me go from 3 dogs down to 2, and then from 2 dogs down to 1, and I will definitely share those days. I'm sure I'll do one ASMR crying that day. Whenever they die, I will cry because I love them so much. But anyway, I was checking I checked my timer because, not because I'm hurry up. It's like I'm capped at 30 minutes because of my computer operating space, to process these videos. Once I make this video, I'm looking at the camera that the video is on right now, and when I stop recording, I have to connect a cable to the camera and download that to my computer. And then once it's into my computer, I have to transfer it over to a software program. I use Final Cut Pro to make the video, and then I have to upload the audio from the software program recording the audio right now. That actually records watched, like I've looked to see, like sometimes when I hear like a different noise, like I know I listen to another artist that has a dog, and that dog has made noises, so I wanted to look to see if you could actually see the dog, but mainly like it's dark when I'm doing it. I have to see the video because I started up. But then I lay down because I use ASMR when I'm going to sleep, either taking a nap, which if I take a nap during the day, I wear a eye mask so that it makes my mind feel like it's dark out and none of the light comes in, because then if I put my headphones in and I do the night mask on my across my eyes, I'm out for like a 20-minute nap and then I can get right back up, and it like I really do feel rejuvenated. But if and then at night, when I go to bed at night, I just start my headphones and I lay on the pillow, and then I don't, surprisingly at night, I don't fall asleep as I much do during the day. But I think part of it is because like I want to experience the tingles. I like the feeling, so it's like I force myself to stay awake for a little bit just to enjoy the tingles, and inevitably I wake up. And recently I switched from these wired headphones, and I actually have wireless headphones that I sleep in, and every morning I wake up, they're not in my ears, so I know I'm rolling around and they're popping out of my ears. And the same with, I had the wire, it was the same way. But the reason that I switched from using the wired ones is not because like they bothered me or anything, but I upgraded to a noise reduction headphone, which like right now you can hear like my furnace just kicked on, my heat just kicked on, and you can hear the background, that little that it is, that I wish, you know, if it's hot out, the central air comes on, and it's like, it's one of the things about recording, that it's like when you have a really sensitive mic, it picks up every noise, and you can hear it. And especially because typically when someone's listening to ASMR, they are relaxing and it's quiet where they are, and you have headphones in, and so all you hear is this. You hear everything in my house. You hear every noise my mouth is making. You hear my whisper coming through. You hear like my lips hit, you know, like that, and you hear my dogs in the background, and it's such a quiet noise, the dogs, what they're doing, but sure enough, it just picks up because these things are just really sensitive. So I don't know, it's like I admire like the ASMR artists that they have like a studio, and it's like sound things throughout, and you know, just yeah, sometimes it's just I don't know. I'm just not there yet. I don't have that. I'd have to build onto my house to build a studio. I guess I could maybe cut like a corner, like do it in a closet, but then you don't really have a background. I don't know. I don't know. Some of them are really just, I've heard some that are just really, really quiet, and sometimes the background noise isn't that distracting, but I know some people are sensitive to it, and so like if they're sensitive to it, then my channel wouldn't be one that they would watch, and that's what happens. Everybody is just so different, and so it's just hard to find people that just really just like you, like if you were their person, you know, because it's like we're all so different in how this operates, and that's why, like, you know, even though my channel's like a couple years old now, and it's only like I hit 2000, then I'm back to 1999, and 2001, and back to 1998. You're always gaining and losing subscribers because, like, people that subscribed to you in the past and maybe used you and then they just stopped. Well, then what happens is I make new videos because they stayed subscribed, but I'm popping up into their news feed or something, and they're like, don't pop this guy into my feed anymore. Or maybe that automatically unsubscribe. I don't know that would automatically do it, but for whatever reason, or like me, I'm kind of I give my opinions, and so I let everybody know who I am. I don't hide myself. I tell you guys the truth about me, and I tell like my opinions on controversial subjects in order to come up with something interesting to talk about. And it's cost me subscribers, people that disagree with my point of view. So that's the risk I took in trying not to really to grow my channel, but not trying to be fake just to grow it, and not trying to have a channel just to have it. I kept my initial goal pure, which was to give back to the ASMR community. And that's why it's so special that that people are willing to become members, because it shows that, they value it, and they actually are people that you can value something, can get it for free like most people do. And I'm not criticizing anybody that doesn't become a member, because I don't want anybody to become a member unless they just have expendable income and they want to do something too that makes them feel better too. If they're helping me, but at the same time it has to make them feel good that they know they can do it and that they're willing to do it. And so it's just a very interesting thing, and that's why I wanted to make both of them a video. And I'm gonna do whoever becomes my third, I'll do a video, but for them. But I can't just make, if I got like 20 members, I can't just, I'd never be able to make anything other than in honor of